lots of things about the film that really impressed me, because it was a film that really surprised me. I didn't expect to see something like this from a time like 35 years ago that had disappeared, something I'd never heard of and I'd never read of, that was absolutely stunning and something very special. And what was important for me was that it's really an original work. That's not like a film like this or an something you could compare to this or this, but that it was really a work on its own. And then there are other things that I like that have to do with the cinematographic side of the film, which are things like he shows the things that happened in Vietnam in color, and he shows the things that are happening in the United States, the reality, the presence in black and white. It's a very moving, very political, very cinematographic film. And the interesting thing about the film is when you see it today, when you see it now, it's absolutely fresh. It's as if no time. I mean, it's more difficult. At the one hand, it's a real document of a certain time, of a certain state of mind, even of a certain way of cinema. You have this almost abstract and let's say avant-garde kind of abstract cinema thing in it, with that's a little bit like a trip, cinematographic trip. But it's a film that is, when you see it today, so much time later, it's a film that is much more real, much more present, much more alive than many films that I saw that were just made half a year ago. But I think that there's always a time for everything, when the things fall in their place, and when you see that a film on the Vietnam War is a film that you can see also on the actual situation. Like let's say the film by George Clooney that we saw today, which you cannot compare. But when you see a film that deals with the McCarthy era and with something that has to do with censorship or with the media, you suddenly realize how present this is, how actual it means something for us today. And this is what I like a lot about cinema. So for me, in many ways, Captain Milkshake is not a so-called old film, not a film that we discovered, but it's a film. And somebody said once, there are not old films and new films and short films and long and feature films and documentaries, but there are only films. And I think this is a wonderful idea. And for me, Captain Milkshake is a film, a very special film.
Eye-opening, joyful, delightful, liberating, amazing, surprising, so full of images that you wouldn't expect. A change of images from narrative to sheer abstract images of joy.